Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the awesome game of the day. Back here with HuShang, and we're gonna talk about your future, man. Because first of all, before we get into the future, I need to know a little bit about the in-depth analysis, the man behind HuShang. Devin, what do you want out of Starcraft? What does Starcraft mean to you? Why do you play Starcraft, and why are you obviously investing a lot of time into it? What are you trying to get out of it?
I think I talked a little bit about this earlier, but basically I'm super competitive and I need something to fill that out with. But like I said, I used to play soccer, so I don't like team games. I want to play perfect, so if I play in a team, then I end up like blaming my opponents and stuff. So I decided that I was going to play 1v1 and StarCraft. StarCraft is like my biggest hobby, obviously, so it means a lot to me. But I don't know what to say more than that. I mean, I like to win, so I play a lot, and I think I'm pretty good at it. It's like a combination of all my strengths. Like I said, I played musical games before, so I was like really good with rhythm and stuff, and like remembering how to do stuff. And also, like when you play rhythm games, you have to like go out of focus with your vision because you don't want to specifically look at each note. You want to have like looking ahead of time, and then your like fingers do what you're not actually looking at. So that's like a big strength of mine, and that's really important in StarCraft because you want to be able to look at the mini map but not actually look at the mini map. Or like you want to build a pylon but you're actually looking at like the Terran army on the mini map and like when to storm and stuff. And then also I wouldn't say it's really good, but I really like chess, and StarCraft's like a combination of both of those things, I think. So that's obviously why I really like StarCraft, and yeah, it just fills my competitive outlet.
Would you ever consider going into StarCraft full time? Because it sounds like you have a kind of career path planned out, and StarCraft seems more like the hobby that you like investing a lot of time in. It's your competitive outlet, but is it anything more than that? Is it just going to stay in that kind of region for you for your life?
If I can, okay, so there's really no point in going pro unless you can consistently beat really good players. Maybe not like Korean level, but like top NA without investing full time into it. There's no way you're going to get to the top level if you're investing only a little bit of time, but you still can't take games off like mediocre players. Like that extra time has to be used to get all the way to the top, right? So you need to get to like a certain level playing a little bit, and then you'll know that you can actually get super high if you play a lot. I guess there's like a certain threshold that I would need to get to before I would know that I can actually go like to that high level with more practice. I don't think I would go pro, but like if I suddenly get to a level where I'm consistently beating like maybe Huck, Suppy, Scarlet if she was not in Dota, if I'm at that level, then like if you play full time, then you know that you can actually get to like Korean level, right? And I don't think I would go pro unless I knew I could beat Koreans all the time. Like there's no point in going pro if you're not like Naniwa, in my opinion. Like you don't want to be a Gosu user. Just kidding.
But in all seriousness, like pretty realistic response, and I kind of like it. So where do you see yourself in 2 years ideally? Either with or without that kind of idea of getting the results of going full time. Like if you had it your way, where would you be?
I'm not sure how to answer this question because if I was to invest full time, then I would have a 90-mile mindset and I would play like 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day and like Korean level. And I would like wake up in the morning, like practice force fields like half an hour and then like practice builds and like have a really structured style. But otherwise, in 2 years will be like the final years of my degree. So if I'm not really good at that point, then I'm probably going to like play a lot less StarCraft and focus on completing it. So it really depends like how well I do over the next 1 or 2 years.
Basically got one final question. It's the question I ask everyone who comes on the show at the very end. And to me, I think for a lot of viewers, it is kind of like the most important question. And that is, why should players cheer for you? Why are you a player worth cheering for and rooting for and hoping that you will be able to break out?
Okay, so I like to think of myself as a super matter player, but when I'm in a tournament, I get super motivated by like being super cocky. I'm not actually really cocky, but I like find it really fun to pretend I'm really cocky. So like for example, I play Wind in base LAN, which is like my my local LAN, and Win has like a really short temper. If I aggravate him with like maybe a 2-base all in the first game, and then like start talking a little bit of trash and stuff, he'll get like thrown way off his game. So he's actually like a really good player, but whenever I play him in LAN, I like always win because I throw off his mindset so hard. I guess if you like cheering for partying, you're probably gonna like cheering for me because like I got that same cocky kind of attitude where it's just like it's all fun, right? But most of my games, I guess in the current matchup it's gonna be hard, but most of my games are really fast paced and like I said, I also attack. So if you're someone that gets annoyed when you watch Minigun because it's like a 15-minute game where he's like going Tempest, that's not gonna happen. Don't worry. There's gonna be lots of like 2-base all-ins and like tons of aggression, attacks everywhere. So if you enjoy that type of stat, you're gonna enjoy mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Devin HuShang Pefante.
Close enough.
Close enough. Our very own North American partying. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode of Breaking Out. I want to urge you guys not to go anywhere during the shoutouts because of course we will be going into the fun segment, which is a fun segment for me and the viewers. It may or may not be fun for you, Devin. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how you feel about it. But where can people catch you at? Where can people catch your team at? Like, give any shouts that you want to give.
Okay, I'm streaming. I'm trying to stream most nights. And if I'm not streaming, then I'm like working on a YouTube video, and you can find me at HuShang1 on Twitch. And my YouTube channel is HuShang Tutorials, and I'm trying to put up one video a week or so, and that'll be like really high level focus. So if you're Diamond and you're trying to get like I don't know Masters, or if you're Masters trying to get GM, that'll be a really helpful series for you. I guess if you want to follow Deadly Gaming's, like we'll be playing in the SC2 Improve, and me and Epic will be playing as aces, so I'll probably get a lot of games in there if you want to check me out there. I guess pretty good.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, all the links that he just mentioned will be in the Twitch chat right now if you just go ahead and tab over to that. And of course, if you are watching this on YouTube, it'll just be all down below the video, so you can go ahead and click the links over there and check out HuShang as well as his team, Deadly Gaming. But guys, if you did enjoy the show, please do consider following the channel over here on twitch.tv/FearDragon64, as well as youtube.com/FearDragon64 for all the VODs. And of course, the Breakout Invitational is coming up very, very soon. So if you want to actually contribute to the prize pool, give HuShang a little bit of a bang for his buck in terms of the bang beat. Actually, it's actually give him a little bit of buck for his bang in terms of like your bang being the 2-base all in you're going to do on all the Zerg players there, and the buck being the money that you donate. Then you can actually hit the link down below the Twitch page. It's actually the big Breakout Invitational logo, and you can donate directly to the prize pool. All the money is going to the prize pool, so don't worry, I'm not like hoarding it or anything like that. And of course, if you want to support the show in your own kind of way, you can also hit the subscribe button. Does the same sort of thing, and that is going to be pretty much it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please enjoy the remainder of the fun segment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you all have been waiting for. You guys sat through whatever 2 hours of the show just for this. Just for what I like to call the humiliation segment, sometimes known as the fun segment, depending on the player. And you know what? I have actually got to say, man, you actually strike me as the kind of person who will enjoy this. I know there have been some players that don't enjoy this. They're like, they dread it, actually. They actually tell me, like, Peely was telling me after he did his segment, for the fun segment, he was telling me, this was the hardest part of the entire show, and it's probably going to be harder than the Invitational. But for you, I feel like you're gonna love this. I feel like you're the kind of person who's gonna enjoy this.
You know what? I used to really hate this type of thing, like acting and drama and shit. But you know what? Lately, I'm just like, whatever, man. It's all for fun, so this is great. Let's do it.
There you go, man. Well, for those who don't know and aren't familiar with what the fun segment is on Breaking Out has the fun segment so that we can try and humiliate the players as much as possible and also get a little bit of blackmail on them, you know, for the years to come. And basically we do that by forcing them to do a unit impersonation for at least 30 seconds. Must be 30 seconds minimum. I keep an eye on the clock to make sure it's 30 seconds. And HuShang, you've already picked out your unit impersonation, so what is it going to be?
That's right. I'm going to be doing the Infestor. So I'm gonna be becoming a little bit of a trader here. I'm not doing a pros unit. We're gonna do some Zerg units.
Alrighty, well, hey man, I gotta say, you're the first one to do the Infestor, so I'm looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and check it out.
All right.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, HuShang, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time having you here on the show, HuShang. And I hope that everyone decides to tune in for Breaking Out next time. Have a wonderful night, guys, and I'll see you at... HuShang is the best player on Breaking Out.